Hello everyone, I'm your host Sora, and welcome to the Modcast. Here with me today are Flo,
Hi.
Kariru,
What's up?
and Loser.
Hello.
That's such an unfortunate name, though, loser.
Yeah,
No, we're
it's a bit
losers.
unfortunate.
Bro, why'd you call
Wow,
me?
Kariru, you're so original, please fuck me. Anyway.
Okay.
Finally,
Anyway.
the ship I've always wanted.
No shipping in this
It was your
Modcast.
own fault.
Kariru X Sora Wattpad.
Oh, please stop it. Can we go over?
Alright.
We have a bunch of topics to talk about today, starting with what's going on in Global Dokkan, which is kind of crazy. They just got their first,
Yeah.
not their second, first global LR, which is LR via Goku, who is kind of broken.
It's like
I don't think anyone
Wait,
can
wait,
say
guys,
otherwise.
Like the fourth
Alright, let's go in
exclusive
turns. Let's go in turns so that we don't have people talking over each other immediately. Alright, so Kyrie, you go first on.
Why am I going first?
Because
I
you missed
chose
the
you. You were the
calculation.
first person that came to eye. You're the worst
Alright.
opinion, so
Do
we
you
can
know
get out
how
of the
many
way first.
stands you have,
Sora has
Kariru?
don't listen. So AGL Rose is mid. UI Goku's broken.
A very talkative person.
Is that's his whole like
No,
breakdown.
he. Okay, a full breakdown is like Rose could have been so much better. His start of turn support, it's good, but it's exclusive to extremes, and he's on what 4 teams that are fully like super teams.
Super, yep.
And then his start of turn buff he only gets to 130. It's not that bad for an easy A unit, but it's also not the greatest, especially considering he has nothing else going for him in terms of like gimmicks for his damage. Then his defense builds too slow, and he doesn't have a start of turn defense. So like he's definitely good, but he's in the area of like in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but he's better than him obviously. But like in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Tech Merge Zamasu, which they're good units, but they're not great. He's not in the realm of the unit who he was directly compared to because he was in a competition with Fizz Vegito Blue, which just blows him out of the water and everything.
I mean,
Defense,
it's not
damage,
even
everything.
It's not even
It's not even
comparable
close.
to the original AGL Rose. It doesn't
Yeah,
even.
it wasn't comparable before, but I would have thought at least they would go, hey, this unit, he's so good that it's like you want to have him in any slot in any team, but he's not. Like Fizz Vegito Blue, any team he's run on, you're tossing him on there because he's stupid, he's insane. But Rose is like, but I have int. Oh, but I have like if for int in other events you just use him. And then
I think my biggest problem with AGL Rose is that I consider Tech Merge Zamasu's EZA to be better than his. I consider his main problem for me is that he only supports extreme when they could have just made it a Realm of Gods attack plus 30%.
I definitely agree, yeah.
And that would have made him way better. But the problem is when you restrict it to extreme and the unit he's directly competing with is LR Int Rose, who is ridiculous as an LR. And when you try to make him just an extreme support for units who don't really have that kind of available support and or just readily needed outside of cooler, then he just falls flat because first of all, you're competing with Int Rose. Second of all of the teams you're on, you don't make because of either Int Rose or the team doesn't need you. And third of all, you kind of disappoint what AGL Rose originally was on release. Sorry, you mentioned this like yesterday, right? And how you feel.
Yeah, because AGL Rose when it first came out, it was fucking broken. It was easily the best extreme unit in the game at the time, and now it's like, whatever, I can do without him.
Yeah. And I definitely feel it's like I know Flo disagrees with this, but I don't care about his opinion. And as for Super Battle Road, AGL Rose is garbage. Like he's booty. Unless you're like you're babying him with items, he's booty. But then you have like
I wouldn't call him garbage, but he's not the best.
He's not as good as STR Rose. because
Yeah.
you have STR Rose giving the defense support and he's debuffing. So you pair him with Tech Merge Zamasu.
that's another
and
another problem. Is like
Yeah,
AGL Rose in Super Battle Road, I would consider worse than Strength Rose. Strength Rose you can run as like an off rotation unit who can debuff the enemies and provide defense support to multiple allies. And it helps that he's on like Extreme Strength, which is a team that just demolishes Super Battle Road with how tanky and debuffing it is.
yeah. It's not even tanky. It just has a bunch of debuffs.
Yeah.
And then like a bunch of hard hitters like Broly, and
Broly,
Cooler.
yeah.
But that's basically like my main gripe with him is he's like in terms of like compared to the other ones, he's a lot like in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, where he's more comparable to the other versions. He doesn't blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
He doesn't at all blow STR Rose out of the water. There's plenty of like situations where I'd find myself using STR over AGL.
It doesn't help that in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, in my opinion, suffered even more from this just because of how many Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas there are.
Well, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, he's just bad. He's bad.
Yeah, he's not. He was a very mid easy A. But I guess we can move on to the big unit.
Wow, you're
Ultra
just
Instinct,
me, bro. Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead, give your opinion, even though you're gonna be all fucking.
I think he's
These
decent.
mid guys who
This is pretty much exactly what I expect him to be. There's a lot of people I saw that are like, oh, they're gonna do something crazy because he's with compared to Fizz Vegeta Blue. But I could not imagine them have given him like Key +3 to extreme class and attack and defense plus 50%. That's I couldn't imagine he was gonna become anything at Saiyan.
I did.
I just couldn't imagine it. I knew they had to do something. They obviously weren't gonna make him a super hard hitter because that he would just be worse than Rose in every regard then. Yeah. I do agree that his support should just become Key +3 and attack plus 30%. Because while it's a decent support passive, I mean, if you're running like on Battlefield or something, or you're like, or if you're extreme AGL, like you're in ESBR and using him for some reason, most of his categories, the best units are, of course, superclass units. You're gonna want LR Ultra Instinct Goku or the LR Blue Fusions or whoever else to get them.
Yeah,
literally, like you want all those units to get that really good support because Key +3 and attack plus 30% is pretty decent. And I mean, it worked, and he would be better. He would be much better if LR Ant Rose's name was Goku Black parentheses Super Saiyan Rose
Enraged.
extra parentheses Enraged.
Yeah.
If you could run him alongside Ant Rose, I would say he's much better.
Well, that's. I completely forgot to go over it, but AGL Rose does have a spot being a slave to Tech Broly. That's like his one claim to fame.
That's his one claim,
Just
but
like
you can only do it on one team.
Yeah, that's what's so annoying about it, because Kefla's team should have had both of them on the team, but for some reason they dropped the ball with that.
is such a stupid team. It had so much potential. It could have been an
Wait.
We'll get into that later.
We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait before we bring up how stupid our teams are. Let's go
Yeah,
back
like-
to global.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
AGL Rose, I mean, he's pretty much what I expected. I mean, if you have him floating or something, I'm sure he'll be fine. And if you have like the not best setup and you do use like what do you call it? You use a Nurse Chi-Chi or a Whis, and he's receiving a bunch of attacks like post super, and then if it takes a couple turns or something, then yeah, he can be a decent tank in Super Battle Road. I do think one thing is he makes LR like Rose Masu a little bit better for long modes because his defense is fine in longer modes.
Well, Rose Masu
Fine with that giant asterisk.
Rose Masu in long events main problem
Sucks
is that
anyways,
the one big long event in this game's final phase is goddamn int.
Well, I mean,
ignoring that, we're
Infinite Dragon Ball
about,
history.
We're talking about Infinite Dragon Ball history, not
the one with versus DBS Broly where it ends in tech. He's fine. He's fine on that stage.
You mean ends in AGL?
What are you talking about?
You said
GLB is AGL.
It ends in AGL, yeah.
Well, yeah, but
You said
yeah,
tech.
when you said engine, okay, never mind, whatever.
What did I say?
You said
You
tech.
said engine tech,
Oh, okay.
but yeah. So
Just
I think
another
the
case
unit-
of Kariru being stupid.
Oh, fuck
I
off.
think the unit is fine,
This is
but
why he's banned.
a lot of people were like what Sora said, a lot of people were probably expecting him to be what he was on release, where he was pretty much the best extreme unit in the game, and it wasn't even close. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, yeah. I mean, I didn't expect him to be that good, but I expected them to do like, this is a unit that even though Int Rose is a thing, you want to run him because of this. Like, they could have even if they didn't put it to 50%, because I expected if they stayed with extreme, they would have given it 50%.
They
Because
could have just done something that made like AGL Rose a more versatile unit than Int Rose, because I love Int Rose, but his main thing is that he's a damage dealing machine. They could have made AGL Rose like a debuffer with good support and
Exactly.
defense, stuff like that. But the problem is they didn't go all in with that. They kind of made him a defensive focused unit, but not enough. They kind of made him a support, but not enough, and they didn't even give him good debuffs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do agree there.
I think the main problem is just AGL Rose, unlike Vegito Blue, they didn't go all in with him.
Well, can I talk about that real quick? Vegito Blue, he was going to be insane anyway, just because his kit. He is like the one unit in the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, it
As
was
an
born
all
insane.
unit,
The thing is,
where
the thing
his
is,
kit was.
they definitely could have very much restricted Vegito Blue. Not going to say that
I
no
mean-
matter what he was going to be good either way. It's just compared to Rose, they could have restricted him far more.
Yeah, but
Although I do agree that he is someone who would have gotten no matter what they did to him, he would have been broken. But the thing is, it's not that they didn't just slap on 40% and was like, all right, that's the end.
The
They
great-
slapped
the
on
great
40%
race
and then
attacking
gave him
defense.
great remains. Yeah.
yeah, like I agree. I agree with that. But I think what do you call it? That obviously he would just be broken by design, is because even if when the 120s get easy A's, it like in terms of damage, if Int Gogeta wanted to compare, he's gonna have to get a guaranteed additional or something.
Yeah, and he's not
Because-
going to.
He's not obviously going to, but because Fizz Vegito's Blue's kit was just perfect. Fizz Vegito Blue was the perfect unit for an easy A, not just because of what they gave him was really good, but because his kit was perfectly designed. Because as long as you gave him a % buff in his passive, he'd be insane. But as well, he's not really sharing a name with any insane units like Rose is. I mean, sure, LR, STR, Vegito Blue, but come on. And
Did you
Tech
just say
Vegito, yeah, no,
insane?
no.
He's
And
good
that
in stacking
garbage
events,
ass
bro, I
unit.
promise.
And his lead set is literally, I mean, pretty much exactly what you asked for in a superclass unit.
Yeah.
Get prepared for battle, overnight flash, infused fighter, and that's really all you need.
Yeah.
And he's a
Vegito
TUR
Blue just,
too, so
Yep.
He's just a representation of what they should have done for like most easy A's, in my opinion, because sometimes they just held back too much with these easy A's.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like they gave physical Vegito Blue some insane stuff. It was
Yeah,
just
like, I love,
broken.
I love
Yeah, he
using
was-
Tech Go Tanks again, but there comes to a point where he should have gotten the 12 key buff that Fizz Go Tanks had.
Yeah.
Because at this point, you sometimes make Fizz Go Tanks a more valuable unit than Tech Go Tanks on teams because of how 12 keys overall better and how he links better, stuff like that. Or how Vegeta Blue's EZA was super disappointing in that he barely competed with the other Vegeta Blues to the point where it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
they've always been weird with how they like balance their EZAs, because I always feel like
Until
never-
It's like
Like,
two
on his
teams.
god.
I feel like there's two teams making
Yeah.
these units.
Global Dev Team Rep!
most of like in most EZA cases, I feel like what they should do. Fizz Vegito Blue is obviously a unique case, but in most of these cases, unless they get some insane, unless they get some insane like ramp up or multiplier, most of these units kits by themselves are not good enough. That doesn't mean they're bad, but are not
Yeah.
good enough to make them like top
There's
tier units
exceptions
like
like
Vegito
AGL
Blue.
Super Vegito and Fizz Vegito Blue, of course. Especially Fizz Vegito Blue. But yeah, a lot of these older units did not have good enough kits. I'd say they did most of their like the example for what an EZA should have been to me is AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like when his EZA first dropped, it was big. Because like this old unit that no one used suddenly became super big. He had these insane stats. He had a
Hit
good
super
multiplier.
hard.
Yeah, hit super
Yeah.
hard. He had a good defense boost.
And then he got replaced a week later.
yeah.
Nah, but I I feel like with some EZAs, like for the 120s, it's pretty unanimously accepted, at least among us. Cooler's just gonna blow everybody else out of the water.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no, his
I think
he's like
Cooler's
his
kit-
kit
Cooler's
is
kit is
perfect
ahead of its
for it.
time.
He has the links. He oh my goodness, he is basically the best possible link partner out of any 120. He has SCR Cooler as a link partner.
Exactly. He has God himself as a link partner. So like,
Listen, I'm just saying, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta fans, before you get your pitchforks out, Fizz Cooler, in my opinion, was the best 120 lead that
I
aged
agree with
overall.
this.
well, yeah, he aged the best out of all of them. It would be him, then Goku, then Vegeta.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think Goku and Vegeta are always in contest, but I think Cooler is arguably
I'd say the main
always
problem with
the best.
Vegeta, is that on his release, yeah, we were like, oh, this is a cool Super Saiyan 4 Goku partner, until we realized full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku existed again.
Yeah, but like,
While with Goku, Vegeta has had the benefit at the time of not having that kind of partner. Strength Tab is
Exactly.
now like arguably the most valuable 50% support in the game.
no,
Well,
Yeah,
him,
it's
I'd say Tien.
No, it's
I'd say
Pan.
Tien,
it's Pan then
then
Tien.
Kappa.
No, Pan.
Oh,
Yes,
Pan, yeah,
absolutely
Pan.
Pan.
I forgot about Pan.
Because of her ally boost. Her ally boost, like, although it doesn't seem like it does much, her ally boost supports the whole team. So she's not
Yeah, I
only
forgot,
supporting
I
only
forgot.
AGL, it's
I would
like,
say, all right, I would say the top three are like Pan, Tien, and Kappa.
yeah, interchangeably,
Yeah,
definitely. And Vegeta is almost there, but Extreme Int sucks so bad, other than Rose, that it's like,
that's about it.
Guys, I think we have to pick up the pace because it's been like 17 minutes and we only talked about AG resources until now.
Okay,
UI
so
Goku is the main
UI
one.
Goku.
UI Goku.
Okay, so yeah, UI
After only
Goku.
17
This-
minutes.
yeah, listen, shut up. UI Goku he's an astounding unit. He's
No gimmicks.
no gimmicks. He's no gimmicks. You no need to wait for this. Blah blah blah. He starts off. He's already the best defensive LR. He's very strong. His links. He didn't get skipped on his links. Like, he has prepared for battle. He has over in a flash. He has tournament of power. The only thing he missed out on was
First Awakening.
But like, nobody has that link anyway, so who cares?
Just
So-
wait until UI Goku is the ace in 2023.
Who?
Mint one.
UI Goku, yay!
Who? That's what I thought.
Let's go 50%.
50%
Yeah.
attack down from 100%. Nice EZA.
He went and dethroned Godku as the best defensive LR, aside from stacking events, because who cares? But like,
500k defense with AGL Gohan.
Yeah.
He's not mid.
stacking events, you just have every defense stacker is 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, whatever. They all take the same amount of damage. But even then, UI Goku is up there. He does his defense caps at like 200k.
And
So
he
he's
still has
pretty
a 50% dodge.
Yeah, exactly. But he truly is like, they dropped him, and it was like, this is a reason why you don't summon on the 5th anniversary banners, because
This unit is
honestly,
dumb.
if I did play global, I would have skipped the 5th anniversary banners just to, or I would have, all that savings, I would have just plunged it into UI Goku, because for one, like,
I'd say he's like
fusions-
the best Super Battle Road unit overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it fair to say that UI Goku is arguably the best unit in the game for short events?
Yeah, no, I'd say.
I'd
say
There's
the only thing is
there's
like,
no
I disagree.
base unit, but
I disagree. There's, for Super Battle Road, stuff like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Xeno Vegeta, or Xeno Goku.
Xeno Goku's so good in Super Battle Road.
yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
UI Goku does have shit ton of damage, has great links, doesn't take any damage.
I'd say that he shits on all the other LRs, like, definitely. Like, for Super Battle Road, Kale and Khalifa are terrible, except for their one stage.
The
Yeah,
fusions
except
take
in
like
Universal.
fusions take 2 or what was it? I forget how many turns they take.
4
to transform.
turns.
4?
Yeah.
Four turns.
And that's too long for Super Battle Road. You'll see them transformed maybe for 1 turn if you're floating them, and if you have them on rotation, you just die because they get turned inside out in their base forms.
I'll just say this: UI Goku is an example of how you do a defensive-based LR. Looking at you, Vegeta and Nappa.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The shade.
Another thing with UI Goku is just I hope they continue more LRs like this. I'm not against gimmicks. I think Aunt Rosé's Rage form was cool. It's just don't base units around their gimmicks.
Yes.
Like
Vegeta and Nappa.
UI Goku and Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku are easily some of my favorite LRs in this game, and they're both no gimmicks, but unique units who work super well on their teams. Hell, Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku basically makes the Super Saiyan team. And it's just they're really well designed units compared to stuff like Krappa and shit Jita. Like units around these gimmicks.
Or like Cell is guilty of that too, where they try to make these units like there's a borderline between gimmicky and too gimmicky. Where
like Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku has his rainbow orbs. Or
exactly.
Has his dodge.
He has his rainbow orbs, and he also gets stuff off of his rainbow orbs. It's extra
Cell
key.
doesn't get stuff off of his defense. His transformation requirement is locked behind an HP curve.
Exactly. So it's like you have two parts of his passive that contradict itself in his base form, and then you look into his transformation, and then that's another rant. I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start.
Yeah, you won't end.
Oh yeah, Beerus is going next. Beerus is a god. He's
Beerus is really good, but it needs to be handheld to work.
Isn't the Invados really good with them?
Yeah, 60% support.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, I was playing around with numbers earlier. He Fizz Beerus. So I calc that LG the Legendary Goku event post. So I have some figures. In terms of like teams and stuff like that, and I tossed Beerus on the Legendary Goku event, and also I tossed Kale and Caulifla. And Kale and Caulifla aren't the strongest ones, which didn't really surprise me.
That makes sense since there's only 3 phases, and one of them is the first phase where they get all their supers.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not only just that is like they get all these supers, but they're not really doing the most amount of damage on these supers unless they crit.
I completely forgot. Yeah, Fizz Beerus gets like attack effective against all types.
Against Rabagod.
He gets super effective, and then he changes orbs, I think.
Yeah.
He changes random type orbs to rainbow.
And this totally balanced active skill gives him 50% attack, which is a true boost.
He's stupidly broken, especially on events like that. And then you have like Strength Cooler, who he's God. He's God. He just.
Yeah, the only problem about physical Beerus is that it doesn't have the greatest of links, and so he needs to be indulgent. But other than that, it's like pretty insane. Nothing to say about it.
Let's be honest. If Fizz Beerus had like a Saiyan link, or just like one better key link or attack link, it'd be even more insane. And I think his links are fine even then. I think his links are.
I wanted him to get over in a flash. Just because why not?
I mean, it wouldn't really make sense. Point of view, but yeah.
I mean, in the game point of view, it doesn't. But like in the form of like if you analyze the word itself over in a flash versus the guy who literally reaches out his hand and deletes half a planet, like it makes sense.
Beerus is finally getting the respect he deserved in this.
Yes, game. Absolutely. Beerus and then Cooler and then Beerus.
Still no Akai Beerus though. 5 years into the game. Still no Akai.
Yeah. I want a Hakai active skill would be amazing.
2 Dokkan phase, 1 LR, still no Akai.
Still waiting on the Hakai Beerus. Still waiting on him. Anniversary.
Anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary is coming. We don't really have too much to say.
As someone who loves the LR fusions, but not enough to think this anniversary was the greatest thing ever, I'm going to be honest. From what I saw on JP, I was kind of disappointed with the content, but other than I like the units a lot. I was just disappointed because I found the 4th anniversary more rich in content.
Yep.
That's definitely true. One thing, this is a hot take. The banners suck. Like they're not.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right here.
Insane is on the banners. How dare they?
If you people need units on the banners, that's. But for me personally, I have almost all of the units on these banners, and even then, I don't really want Int Cell. I don't really want him. I have all the units on Gogeta's banner. I have most of the units on Vegeta's banner. The main reason I'm going for Vegeta's banner exclusively is because 1, Vegito, 2, AGL Trunks and Mai are like the best unfeatured unit in this game.
Yeah. So when I walked into the banner, I was like, well, I want to get Vegito. I want to get Vegito. That would be really cool. And then I got 2 dupes into AGL Gohan, who I already don't use. And
that's what you get for hating on him.
Pain. I don't like him, and I just don't like him anymore.
He just wants to be loved from you.
I would have preferred the 3-year fusions coming back on these banners over Gohan.
They were on the banners.
They did.
Yeah, they were.
But
I would have preferred the Super Saiyan 4s.
The Super Saiyan 4s, yes. Like, imagine how.
Come back on this banner.
I mean, the Super Saiyan 4s were literally on the banner previous on the Goku and Vegeta. So.
Well, those
banners look good.
Yeah, the Goku and Vegeta banners should have just had the 300 mil units. Like, I wanted a reason. I wanted a reason to skip the Super Saiyan 2s, but then they put the Super Saiyan 4s. I'm like, I want these. I wanted Vegeta, so I blew my stones on there. And then I ran out of stones for Annie. I got Vegito anyway, but I didn't get Gogeta.
Also, about the fucking anniversary.
On the topic of Vegeta, Vegeta over Vegeta's better than Gohan. Fight me.
What are you talking about? Which Vegeta?
The Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is way better than AGL Gohan.
Oh, of course,
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's no contest. Like Gohan is better in one. Yeah, Gohan is better in one event. And it's not even just like defense. It's not even like just defensively. Like offensively, Vegeta smacks him because it's not only just even outside of the fact that he just has his active skill. Vegeta is still super strong. People look at he only has 20% start of turn, but then don't see that he has 50. Yeah,
it's really weird though that argument that Gohan is Gohan is awesome defensively, right? As he builds
but then we don't bring up the Super Saiyan 4s.
They don't care that it takes 4 turns for Vegeta to get his max off.
Yeah, or like Goku to get his max defense.
I think my problem is that like the Super Saiyan 4s to me just look objectively better than Gohan in basically every form of combat.
Exactly.
The Super Saiyan 4s get like 100. Goku gets 180% attack.
It's more than that because they're not in the same area. It's a addition onto his multiplier.
Yeah.
So he's getting
it's calculated separately.
Yeah. So he's getting
better than just 180% attack.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, but he has 50% in links, even Vegeta has 65% in links. Like
the Super Saiyan 4s are ridiculous units. Like
they're so stupidly strong that it's like why are they releasing units who are like
also, you have to realize they released the Super Saiyan 4s and then Cell and Gohan in the same year.
Yeah.
Talking about selling Gohan, 400 million celebration is also probably coming up. Right after anniversary?
350 mil.
350. Sorry.
I'm gonna call this. Sorry, Gohan fans. I know all of you are thirsting over a new Ultimate Gohan right now, but I'm gonna predict it as a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that exchanges into Vegeta as a forced exchange, and then exchanges into a active skill Super Saiyan Goku with the Spirit Bomb.
I hate
and then they turn one transforming Kariru.
I hate this.
I just want a new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, honestly. It's been too long.
To be honest, nah. I want to see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega.
I think that would be cool. I'm not saying I'm against it.
It's been like 3 years.
Because Omega sucks.
Well, fuck you. Anyway,
that on release, I enjoy using Fizz Omega on his release.
Fizz Omega was great on his release.
No, I just hate the character itself.
Oh,
Omega, the character itself sucks. I like
Omega is the worst villain in in GT. Anyway,
well, I mean, GT
all right, no, that's not a topic.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about that later.
I'm gonna say Baby Saga was the best GT saga. All right,
gross. Anyway, you wanna keep going on Annie, or you wanna go on GP?
Yeah, no, I think we are done with global.
Finally,
yeah, we can go to GP.
Beautiful.
All right.
Golden ramped on rapid growth. Flo, you can begin because I know how much you hate this category.
Maybe we should talk about the character that introduces the category first.
Alright, so we'll talk about Kefla, then we'll talk about Rapid Growth, and then we'll talk about the new Awakenings. So Kefla's pretty...
I haven't seen too much on Kefla. I just know she's really good from what I've heard.
Yes. She's
But,
very
yeah.
good.
She's
She's-
good, but her links are atrocious.
I think I talked
Okay.
about this with Sora.
Her links.
Oh wait,
Kefla-
outside of her links, I heard her links were kind of bad.
Yeah.
Her links are like Beerus, where she's kind of trapped in one or two teams, but other than that, she's really, really good.
She's
Yeah.
trapped in one or two teams, but she's great in those teams.
Yeah, so her defense is it's start of turn, so it's immediate. It's not like we
Super
call
Saiyan
it
3 Bardock.
like it's not like LR Super Saiyan Broly where he has to attack first and
Yeah.
then gets his defense. He gets it right away, but then her attack is also when performing a super attack, regardless of the orb stuff, which
Yeah,
is
which
already
is
great because the multiplicative boost from
so good.
support. Then
And yeah, support adds on to that a ton.
Then if you get the 6 key spheres, which if you're linked with STR Kabla is really easy, you get an additional attack plus 50%, which is multiplicative to your on super attack value, and you get a high chance to dodge, which is insane. because
The
a high
additional
chance
super
to
attack
dodge
is only
crazy.
on Super Saiyan 2, by the way, and she doesn't get the 50% attack.
I forget. Wait, which form was better? Seen some people say the Super Saiyan form was better.
Super Saiyan 2 is
So, the Super
better,
Saiyan
but the Super
2
Saiyan
has-
1 reaches an higher attack stat.
Exactly. It's like Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta.
Yeah,
Where his
where the Super
attack
Saiyan
stack
2
gets
form.
lower. Yeah,
Yeah.
Where his attack stack gets lower when he transforms, but he gets super effective as a trade-off.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. That's
So
interesting.
she has a lower attack stat in Super Saiyan 2 when you collect 6 key spheres, but she gets a guaranteed additional super.
Oh,
So
Which is stupidly broken.
yeah,
it's
well,
absurd.
we've seen with like Fizz Broly and the Fizz EZA Broly how good additional supers are.
And
I'm gonna
then
say
her-
that
what do you call
if you don't pair Kesla with Kabba, she's a bit She's good,
I mean-
but
I
not
mean,
insane.
If you don't, the
The-
50% supports are just so good.
this
They're
this
so good.
this
Yeah.
dives into like the whole like fact that her category is garbage. The fact that her secondary category is actual dog shit. It makes
First
you
category
use
is also
U6.
pretty bad. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
it's also pretty dog shit, but it makes you use all of U6, and U6 does not need key.
No,
As much
No,
as I
it
rag,
does not.
as much as I rag on Kalen Khalifa because I don't like that unit at all, they don't need key. They
not at
get
all.
like 10 billion from
so
links.
wait. Hey, Kyrie. So now can we count Universe 6 as its own team? Because Rapid
Well, it is
Growth
now its
li-
own team.
Now
I
that
already-
Rapid Growth
Yeah,
literally
well,
doesn't
whatever.
make a single AP-table unit at all.
It sure doesn't. It's so bad. Did you look at the team? Because I did. Me and Kami were looking at it for a bit.
Yes, it's so god, dude.
It's
Rapid
so
Growth-
bad.
I couldn't I was trying to calculate Rapid Growth and I just immediately gave up because I was like, there's no synergy on this team at
Rapid
all.
Growth-
It's just
Rapid
Universe
Growth-
6.
And then on top of it, it's a 150. It's just
Yeah.
like
Oh, we forgot one thing about Kefla. Kefla also has her active, which has the same, what do you call it? Has the same
Condition.
requirements that LRK and Cleefla has, but it's really good with
Yeah.
changing key spheres, super effective. And versus pure Saiyans or Universal Survival Saga is pretty lenient when
Yeah,
it's
because
just
there's
the
tons of Pure
active.
Saiyans and Universe Survival Saga has been getting loads of units recently.
As
Yeah.
well, it's not complete. Unlike so LRK and Caligula, while this while this is really good for them, at the same time they don't get additional supers if they aren't facing them. This unit still works, and Super Saiyan 2 is still
That's how
absurdly
it
good.
it
That was how
is.
Kale and
Yeah.
Caulifla should have been.
It's still
designed.
absurdly good even when not facing them, and then you
Yeah.
add the active on, and it gets even crazier.
Yeah.
That's
Kale
what's
and
so good
Caulifla are
about
too
it.
Restricted. They're too restricted.
Speaking of that stupid LR, they did get a pretty major buff.
With Vados, I'm guessing.
No, not even Vados.
Oh.
Just this team. It's because the team ended up being so bad. It worked in favor of both Kefla and Kalen Caulifla. Because what I
Yep.
figured was Rapid Growth was gonna. I thought Rapid Growth was gonna have Broly and Rose, and I was like, oh, AGL Rose is gonna easy A, Tech Broly. He gets his best partner on a team now, but it didn't happen. So the rotation seemed to be from the beta stuff that we were looking at was it might end up being Kalen Caulifla on rotation with Kefla, and then the other rotation is Kaba and Kefla, and you're floating 3 supports. So Kalen and Caulifla are getting a massive passive boost on top of now being supported by others. So they cut 9 mil.
Yeah.
Last time I checked. This team is definitely probably going to change with the easy A's that come later in the celebration, but
Only about.
They just need-
Okay, look, let's be
It's-
honest. Caulifla is
Okay,
like,
I'm
who
so
cares?
excited for the Fizz Kale Easy 8. It hurts.
yeah,
Okay, can we also? All right,
she's
so
very
wait,
absurd.
excited.
I got all right. So now it's time. I have to dig into rapid growth because
Yeah, Flo, we're letting you take.
Yeah,
the
go
floor.
ahead. You
I
take the
know how
charge.
much you hate this
okay.
category.
So the definition of the category via kanji is like from kanji is characters that that were able to rapidly grow like as fighters, right? Okay, let's
Heroes,
go through
Ultra
all the fighters
Instinct.
we're gonna go through every single let me just think every single like event from the start of the series. We're missing King Piccolo.
Yeah,
We don't miss much from OG Dragon Ball, honestly.
Kid Goku, I would say because of the sacred water. Remember?
Kid
And how
Goku
that-
is there, thankfully.
Kid Goku
Oh,
is
he
there.
is? Okay, good.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
King Piccolo's there. I don't really count Piccolo Jr. because there was a different period, and I don't really count the other what do you call it, the 23rd Goku because there was like 3 years. Well, let's
Mhm.
what do you call it? We're missing Kaioken Goku.
Yep, definitely.
We are all like every single Kaioken Goku that has ever existed.
Super Saiyan Goku from Namek Saga.
We're missing Super Saiyan Goku. We're on arguably you could argue Frieza too.
Full power
because-
Frieza.
Yeah,
Full
we're
power
missing
Frieza.
Gohan from Namek Saga and Krillin. Well, Krillin
Yeah.
isn't even in the Namek
So,
Saga.
Well,
unit.
no, Gohan from Namek Saga's in here.
Yeah,
the,
Gohan's
the Awakened.
I would
yeah.
like a Krillin support unit for Namek. I want more Namek Saga units in general.
But so we're missing basically every single form of Frieza ever. So Frieza, what do you call it? We're missing AGL
Wait.
Piccolo because he
Yep.
grew in power very
Nail.
fast.
And then
We're-
is Fizz Piccolo on there as well?
No, there's
That's
no
not
Piccolo
Piccolo.
at all.
Yeah.
Oh my, there's no Piccolo. on there?
We're
Nope.
missing
No.
Int support Vegeta.
Definitely because of his Zenkais were a major part of his.
Yeah.
We're missing obviously Kaioken times 20 Goku. We're missing Namek Goku. Let's
No,
get into
I-
Cell
I-
Saga.
Well,
Wait,
Kaioken times
wait.
20 is a bit on the range.
Gohan's on there, right?
AGL
Yeah.
Gohan is on there.
Okay.
But in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan isn't on here.
He's not. We're missing Fizz Piccolo, who grew. Arguably, every single form of Cell rapidly grew.
I would agree that.
What do you call it?
first form
Obviously,
Cell, second-
Gohan grew. They have the Hyperbolic Time Chamber people, so that's whatever.
I would say I would say Heat Dome Attack Trunk should be on there because it's still considered his like rapid growth from
No, he got all that through training.
that's
What
true.
else? Let's Boo Saga. Who else?
No,
did
no,
we-
wait. Before you even go there, Cell Saga movies, Broly movie, Broly.
Oh, every single Broly ever. Every single Broly.
We're not
Literally
gonna
every-
put Broly on the category, but we're gonna put Broly.
Honestly, you could argue Android 13.
I think Broly
Yeah.
is not on the category because he didn't actually grow as a fighter because he already had his legendary form unlocked.
No,
He was just in base
what are
form,
you talking about?
Overflowing.
Exactly.
didn't he?
He was getting stronger. He was literally
He
getting
was
stronger.
getting stronger as he fought. Every
that
single
was
movie.
the whole thing.
That was always Broly's gimmick. Is my dick get bigger as I be in this form longer, and then he just beats people
Literally.
up.
He is growing.
So
Yeah.
they're literally pretty every Broly, Android 13. Who are we missing?
Android 13, I'd say is a bit harder because like by that point, wouldn't we consider the other fusions as like rapid growth?
Yes.
I mean, yes, but you could argue that, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, Kefla's on the category.
Yes.
Why aren't the other fusions on the category?
Kefla is on the
Yeah.
category because, Super Saiyan base, Super Saiyan 2.
So
Back to back.
Majin Buu Saga.
Okay, so
Go
literally
go
every
Tanks,
single
go Tanks.
Boo other than Fat Boo is pretty much Super Boo should be on there.
Super Boo should be on there for sure. All of the
Super
Boos.
Boo, every single form like
Kid
that he
Buu should be
absorbed
on
for the
there.
Boohan
Kid Buu
should be on there.
there.
Kid Boo probably shouldn't be. I don't think.
Well, no, because he regressed. That wasn't really.
Yeah, he
a growth.
regressed.
He regressed
Who
because he was
else are we?
fruitful.
They have Ultimate Gohan. They have Go Tanks.
Go Tanks should be on there.
Arguably, you could
Vegeta
argue
be on
Majin Vegeta too. You could
Majin-
argue
Majin Vegeta, yeah. Vegito, I would not say would be on the cat, mainly
Yeah.
because Vegito. You can argue it both ways, because Vegito is like he was holding back and all this, but also he's a fusion.
which is a major rapid growth in power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
I would
like,
say, I would say you could. I would argue for Super Saiyan 3 Goku if it wasn't like the fact that he trained for years to obtain the form.
Yeah.
he already had the power, so like,
let's
he
see.
didn't get it on the spot.
Yeah.
All of Super, literally all of
we're-
Super should be
alright,
on the spot.
so,
Most of-
Super
most-
Saiyan God Goku
is
should be.
Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta on there?
No.
Okay,
Why
wait,
is-
no. Let's go
so
through
you-
Super. Wait.
Yeah, let's go through Super.
None of
Let's
the
start
God
before- let's start-
Gokus are on Movie Heroes. and in the show, he was growing stronger as he fought with God.
So, Goku,
Every
Killer
single
God
Super
Goku.
Saiyan God Goku from Battle of God should be there. Rage Vegeta should arguably be
definitely
there
on
since
there.
he spiked in
surpassed
power.
He surpassed Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Golden
He just
Frieza
won-
should be there. Every single form of Golden Frieza. I'm
No,
gonna
not
say-
Angel. Angel would not.
I mean, he
No,
mastered like
Golden
true
literally
Frieza.
lost because he
then
couldn't
whatever.
keep up with the form.
Then not the blues from Resurrection to F. I'm fine with that. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken should be there. Thankfully, Hit is there. We are missing Rose from Future Trunks. We are missing Goku Blue from Future Trunks.
Would we count Fuse Zamasu on there since that's a rapid?
If
growth
you
and
counted
like,
Corrupted, if you use Corrupted,
if you count
then
Corrupted, then you should.
what do we call it? Corrupted Zamasu, Rose
Vegeta
every single
Blue,
form
I'd
of
say Vegeta
DBS
Blue.
Trunks pretty much should be
Yeah.
up there.
Spirit Sword and Rage should both be on
And
there.
Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, I don't know why he's not there. He
Yeah,
used the
why?
Hyperbolic Time Chamber.
Because of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber and the fact that he immediately kicked Rose's shit after that. Yeah, he should be on there.
So there's
And then
missing
the
so
Tournament
much
of Power
there.
is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then Tournament of Power, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, Ultra Instinct Goku, Full Power Jiren whenever he releases,
Yeah.
all those Kale and Cauliflas.
Yeah, why the
Uh,
fuck is Ultra Instinct Goku not on this category?
Yeah, bro, he achieved the technique of the gods.
J-
in 4
Jiren-
Yeah,
days.
he achieved this form that takes billions of years of training in 40 minutes. Nah, it's not fast enough.
rapid enough.
Well,
Yeah, it's not fast
He
enough.
should have
To
done
be
it
fair,
in 10.
Jiren shouldn't be here because he already had that kind of power. He just
No, he
Full
didn't.
released
Power
it.
Jiren, no, he broke his own limits, bro. Full Power, he broke his
Full
limits.
Power Jiren should be on there.
Literally,
Remember,
Regular Jiren.
He overcame his PTSD from his Sasuke background, which is why he lost his shirt. Remember?
That's why he lost his shirt and lost his shit. You
Yeah,
don't
but
remember this
it's
fucking
not
saga?
exactly a rapid growth. It's just a power
Full
up.
Power Jiren breaks his limits. That is a rapid growth in power, bro.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, Super Broly to me is like
Topo
the
should
biggest...
be up there. Why isn't Topo up there?
Yeah, wait, he became a god.
Because he already had the power. That's
No,
not
he
how it
didn't.
works.
He didn't do that because
He was an
when he
apprentice
did
for
that,
God of Destruction.
No, he did not. Because when he did that, he could not revert back. I mean, I guess he technically did. I don't know.
Okay, well, to
I
be
mean, it's a
fair,
new
he was
form that
way
he had never
beefier.
done
He was
before
way
because he
beefier
stripped
Yeah,
than
away
that.
his
but he was an
ideals for the
apprentice
first
already.
time.
It's not like he magically got the power of God of Destruction from nowhere. He was already an apprentice.
Yes, but he had
True,
never
that is-
used,
that
like,
is
he never
true.
obtained the form before because he couldn't do it because of his ideals and shit.
I'd say God Topo
But he
is like
could.
the biggest one,
That's
because
the whole
as far
point.
as,
He
like, the
could,
biggest
but he
effect-
didn't.
I mean, that's...
Super Broly to me is like the biggest.
The hell's
fucking one in this
Kefla up there? She
category.
doesn't grow in power and her whole time being there.
It's
her
because she's a
forms
fusion, but they
are
won't count
forms
the other
of the
fusions for no
fuse, like,
reason.
All of her forms are
forms
forms
they
that
already
her
achieved.
counter, like, that her fusees or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah, they
already
achieved.
had. Like,
So wait, why is Kappa on the category? Because of the rapid
Yep.
Super Saiyan 2? Okay,
Yes.
good.
yeah.
Super Broly to me is still the biggest fucking mistake on that category. You put Raph Broly on there, but not his Super Saiyan.
I don't get it.
Why? That's a 50 times rapid growth. He went from getting like beaten by Super Saiyan Blue Goku to rapidly outpacing Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta.
Hey, guys, wait. Can we say, all right, arguably, Aunt Paragus should be there because when he got shot, there was more energy in his body than there ever had been before. So he rapidly grew in that moment.
And then he fucking died.
GT, I'm gonna say it. Super Saiyan 4 Goku should be on the category. At least
Full,
for
yeah,
Baby
full
Star.
power Super
Full
Saiyan 4
power
goes.
and regular and
Honestly,
Super Saiyan 4
Omega
Goku.
should be there as well.
Omega should be there because he absorbed the Dragon Balls.
Super 17 should be there.
I'd say should
Baby should
Vegeta
be there.
Yeah, Baby should be there. Super 17 should be there.
All right, we've ranted about this
Yeah.
fucking
Okay,
category.
wait, one more. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta should be there. He went from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 4 in like 5 minutes. So, all right. Let's see. What do we have next?
The TUR Awakenings of Kale and Caulifla.
Kale is ridiculous.
Caulifla is pretty
Yeah.
broken too.
Caulifla
Yeah,
can get
they're
100% dodge chance on literally every event. With the
Yeah,
appropriate team.
she on a full U6 team, she has over 100% dodge. So it's like
Fucking ridiculous.
And Kale can do multiple super attacks, guaranteed guard if she has Caulifla on the fucking rotation.
They're so good.
She gets attack and defense
stupid good
for
for no
every
reason.
ally. Yeah.
I don't understand why they
stupid.
made Tech Khalifa stack defense when she
And it's not like
has
they
100% dodge chance.
I mean, I guess it's for for the stages. Which stages disable evasion? I know AGL, Gogeta.
Every single last stage of Legendary Go event in Infinite Dragon Ball Easter, except for like the first two. I think.
Blue, does he disable evasion?
Yeah.
He disables evasion. Does
Vegeta Blue does. Vegeta Blue does.
We were
The other stages does.
No, nothing.
We were ranting about the category. Someone just posted, "Why is Fizz Dragon Ball Super Bully not growth?"
Great. You know how many fucking posts I had to remove for ranting about this category? So many. I'm like,
there's so much shit in this category that should be on there, but it's so dumb.
It's just not. But anyway,
I can't wait for the part 2 LR to actually be LR hit and LR UI Goku.
No, it's gonna be UI Goku.
Yeah, it's gonna be UI Goku, but it would just be very funny.
Speaking of UI Goku,
also,
so since he's coming to JP,
yeah, he is coming to JP, so that means people can run. That means people can run the LR fusions and UI Goku.
The awakening of extreme int is not on the rapid growth category.
Who is it?
What?
Strength
hit?
isn't like
All
Int-
hits are on the category.
Int hit. Why is
Int
this sword? Int hit.
Int hit. Yeah, he's on the category.
Yeah, but the two
he's not,
recent.
wait, no, he's not.
Wait, he's
Is he
His
not?
awakening is not on the category.
yo. Wait.
Wait, no,
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
It says it
Wait.
is.
Yeah, it's using the page.
No, they just forgot to
Yeah,
add.
They
it.
just
No,
forgot.
wait,
Okay,
because-
okay. This
Yeah.
I was about to
because
say.
his name is literally expanding possibility. There's no way they could keep that tone
You
down.
really fucking. Oh my god.
I was about to say.
Alright,
Anyway.
Anyway.
Goku's coming soon.
I was literally gonna save up all my stones from now until Tanabata, and then blow six multis worth of stones onto the banner, and then pick up STR Gogeta with coins. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm summoning on UI.
Goku!
Yeah, I'm
I'm
summoning on
just
UI.
wailing on Vegito Blue.
Well, I already have Vegeta Blue, so I don't really have a problem.
I can't
Anyway.
wait.
Going on.
So
Yeah.
since we can segue this into Flo, since you and I play Legends, I don't know if Kariru plays it as well.
Very, very, very. I
Shouldn't
play
we
very
talk-
during
should-
any.
Shouldn't we first
Yeah,
talk
so-
about the IGL Caulifla and Fika EZA?
We did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
talked about
well,
We just mentioned them.
His scale is gonna be better than AGL Khalifa.
yeah,
It's already
yeah.
come
Yeah,
out.
it's gonna
Fika
be
is
amazing.
gonna be
I'm so
absurd.
excited.
Wait, okay,
This
wait,
scale,
guys, wait. What
Yeah.
if, okay, this is completely fantasy. This is a fool's dream. What if they added to AGL Khalifa's kit that she doesn't just counter supers, that she counters normals as well?
That would make her
Oh,
ridiculous.
that would be insane.
I would love that.
They aren't gonna do that.
They really said, yeah, let's make Rose super restricted, but AGL Khalifa. let's
AGL
give her
Khalifa,
normal
oh.
and
Yeah, let's
super
make
attack.
AGL
You know
Khalifa
how they
bro.
treat the Universe 6 Saiyans. Come on now.
Yeah, they give him a little hand job a little bit.
Oh, but we're gonna see.
Oh.
Okay, whatever happens to Fizz KO is what's going to happen to Cooler.
I'm so.
Oh my god, Cooler! I cannot wait. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Fizz Cooler was my favorite of the 120 leads. Extreme Fizz was fun. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
I
Let's
don't know
not
if you can
get
tell,
out
but I
of
kind of like
topic.
Cooler.
Let's not get
No,
out.
I can't tell at all. You hate.
Let's stay on
Okay.
topic, guys. We already are like 50 minutes in. And
Okay.
And we just finished Dokkan, so, like-
Flo, Vegito Blue's like Z plus tier. We both agree. on
Okay,
this, right?
okay. So,
Have you seen his kit?
okay, Legends time. If you had to do a tier list of every single unit at 14 stars and at Zenkai 7, I don't know if you know what that means, Kai. But
Zenkai
whatever.
7 is like their equivalent to. I'd say.
Of easy A's, yes, but pay to win. Anyway,
Yeah, but it's
if you
actually
did
pay to win.
a tier list of all those units at that, even including Zenkai 7, Cooler, and Beerus, Vegito Blue would be in his own tier.
Yeah,
By himself, he's better than most teams.
Yeah, he.
Wait,
that's not even
there's
counting
details for
Hanzo.
him?
Yes.
He's gonna make.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna make.
We don't have the
future
actual
team.
passive, but with the parameters.
No, we have every single one of his abilities.
Yeah, we know
Really?
everything he's gonna do now.
Okay,
And
so what do you
doesn't
call
he
it?
give blast armor to like
Yes,
allies?
one of the cards he gives blast armors to his
That's
allies.
fucking broken.
At,
So
at 6
stupid.
stars, he buffs 3 tags.
Yeah, he buffs 3 tags at 6 stars. Like he's like
Wait.
Purple Super Vegito was on his
Okay.
release, except like
All right, wait.
10
Since I'm the
times
Vegito
more.
fanboy here, let me
Explain,
let me
I'm
just
the
go.
Trunks fanboy. I'll
Wait,
go over why
before
I
before we go into how good Vegito Blue is, can we make fun of Sora real quick? Because Gogeta is not.
Yes, Gogeta, let's go!
There's an extreme. There's an extreme.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gets
I
an
mean,
extreme
at,
unit.
at the least, EX Gogeta is the best EX in the game.
That's fair.
So there's that at least. The only problem is he's not going to be replacing Red Go tanks anytime soon.
I mean, you're not even gonna be running Red Go tanks,
Yeah,
due to,
exactly.
but whatever. All right, so
Vegito.
let's all right.
Yeah,
all right,
Red
let me
Vegito,
tell you how
Princess
Yosha
Gogeta.
this man is. Let me list off every single one of his abilities. So with his main, he draws an ultimate, which by the way, his ultimate has his own level of power to it.
Yeah,
It
it's
is the strongest
supreme
ultimate in
damage,
the
I
game.
think.
Yeah, supreme damage. It's a
Nice.
new level of power that has never been seen before. He recovers his own health and ki with the main ability. He gets a flat damage inflicted. He gets damage reduction. His unique ability when he enters the battlefield is a just flat plus 50% damage. That
Doesn't
just
he ignore?
always.
He ignores cover change, right?
Oh, okay. So I'll explain that in a bit. When he also enters the battlefield, he reduces damage received by 30%. When he enters the battlefield, he also nullifies all attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and draws a special arts card next. Then his next ability is, well, he gets a plus 30% damage inflicted to Fusion Warriors, which is going to be the best tag in the game with the meta.
Polarizing.
He also supports his allies depending on their tag. If they're a melee, when he swaps out, he gives them plus 40% strike damage.
What?
Range plus 40% blast damage.
What?
Support type, he increases their arts card draw speed by level 1, and defense type gives them minus 30% damage received. And
What?
then, as
Oh,
well, when he
stupid.
enters the battlefield, he also gets those exact same buffs to himself depending on the type of enemy he is fighting. He also has a blast arts cover change for when he enters the battlefield. He has blast armor on his striker cards. He restores his own ki by 5 when his strike card lands, which makes
No,
his,
isn't it any card? I believe it was.
no,
any
it's just what do you call it? It's just strike for the plus 5 key.
okay.
Which basically makes his strike cards have a 14 cost. He inflicts enemies. This is huge, by the way, because regeneration is a cancerous tag and is really big. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100% to health restoration for 3 timer counts after they land a strike card. So if you finish
yeah,
a
his
combo
blue
with
card
that,
traps people in like Super Saiyan.
yep.
Goku.
His extra move, which is his green card, does this twice. Removes enemy attribute upgrades and inflicts enemies with plus 25% damage received.
This
His
guy
special-
sounds like a team.
His special move inflicts no switching for 3 timer counts upon activation and plus 15% to damage received once it lands. And then his ultimate move, on top of all those damage buffs, does plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation, which is insane. Gain attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemies' sustained damage cut, which basically means that any damage reduction that the enemy might have when they swap in or have right now is gone. And then nullifies enemies' restore health when it reaches zero's effects as well, which is something they can do. And there are specific units like Purple Bojack, which when you swap in on all moves except a Rising Rush, he blasts them back, even if it's ultimates. Really, like
Vegeta
really
ignores
can't.
it.
Yeah, he ignores that. So, and this is in one unit.
Yeah, it
That's
seems
a
balanced.
team. That's not a
Wow.
unit.
That's
a
the
whole
team.
team.
I'm gonna say this for people who don't play Legends. All of them are Z tier, and then Vegito Blue Z plus. All
Yes.
of them are going to be meta defining units.
This, you know what this is? This sounds like a game where there's an actual best unit in the game, not Dokkan.
No, this is no.
Wait,
You're
what do you
actually
mean?
right.
Wait, hold on, Kyra. What do you mean, AGO Gohan?
Insane.
Garbage.
Look,
Don't say that because
this is
Sora
literally-
unironically thinks that. So
Okay, so this is
I don't anymore. Shut up.
you can argue all day long in Dokkan who you think the best unit in the game is. This
Vegito Blue is the
unit,
undisputed
this
best
is
unit.
not even arguable. In fact, okay, so Legendary finished Super Vegito, the first anniversary unit. It's still a great unit to this game, Z tier unit.
I'd say
this
he's worse than
unit
Yellow Vegito
is
now.
comparatively much better than when Super Vegito came out during the first anniversary. He was so
Yeah,
good,
he
right?
was broken.
This unit is probably twice that as of right now. So this unit by himself, he is going to counter the own meta he creates as well, thanks to his plus 30% damage.
Fusion Warrior versus Fusion Warrior mirror matches are going to be everywhere.
So he basically wins the game, if you can't tell. If you
Also-
have him and someone else doesn't have him, you basically have 4 characters while they have 3.
That's not even getting into how Red Vegito gives a 40% defense and plus 20% attack strike boost to all Vegito units on bench.
Yep.
It's the Vegito core was like a meme, and now it's an actual thing.
You can how many? You can run 5 Vegetos right now.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
There are 6 unit slots. So basically, you can and that's the best possible fusion team, pretty much. Then you throw Kefla on there.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Kefla, arguably, you won't even use her anymore
Because green.
I mean, you'll use her because Vegito Blue exists to counter him, but that's
then
it.
they'll use purple. Super
Well, what color is he?
Okay,
He's
so
blue, which is
Vegito Blue
perfect.
is literally blue. Kefla is green, which counters him. But you see, there's this crazy thing that there's another legendary Finnish unit that has been good since first anniversary, and also happens to share the exact same character that
Also, he
counters
has a strike
Kefla.
cover change, which is Kefla's Bane.
Yeah, and so Super Vegito counters Kefla, who counters Vegito Blue, and Vegito Blue counters every single other unit in the game.
That's insane.
All right,
So,
so
moving on from
that's
Vegito,
Vegito Blue.
okay,
That's
let's
not-
there
move
are
on to
other 4
Vegito Blue.
units that, if
Okay,
in my
there's 5,
opinion
there's
at least, what do you mean?
What?
There's 4 Sparkings.
There's 5. There's Vegito Blue, Fusion
Other
Zamasu.
than Vegito, I mean.
Oh, other than Vegito,
The other
yeah.
4 Sparkings are.
In my
I'd
opinion,
say-
the other 4 Sparkings are kind of disappointing because, like, Trunks is in his rage form, but he doesn't do this Spirit Sword. So,
Well,
like,
Spirit Sword is
whatever.
not- Spirit Sword was
Okay,
gonna-
Trunks
Spirit
is
Sword
kind of
is gonna
what
be a
Hybrid
legendary
Saiyan
finish.
needed because
Sword is
and
a-
Vegeta's
Yeah,
family
I'm not
needed.
talking about the kit and everything. I'm just talking about the actual characters they choose.
Oh
Because
yeah, well, other than that,
Trunks doesn't have the Spirit Sword. Zamasu isn't in his corrupted form. Omega
I
without
prefer
Gogeta
to not be
Super Saiyan 4 is like
corrupted
whatever.
form. Yes.
And Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't use the Dragon Fist. So, like, I don't know. It's kind of disappointing in my opinion.
I'm personally
yeah,
fine with Zamasu not being corrupted because I found that so stupid and ruined his design. But but the 4 units mechanically, if I had to rank them, I would say like not counting Vegito, he's his own tier is like Trunks, Zamasu, Goku, and Omega in terms of how good they are, and they're all Z tier. In my
I
opinion.
think Zamasu is honestly better than what do you call it? Than
Trunks.
Trunks.
I could see them because Trunks' main thing is that he's full power Frieza on steroids.
I mean that's a fair point, but Zamasu
But
just
Zamasu's
does so
better
much.
Purple Super Vegito.
He
He's
does
better.
so like all right. So his extra move does okay. He has 4 possible buffs he can give himself on his green card, and he does 3 of them. Regain 40 ki plus 20% to blast damage, grants immunity to debuffs, or reduces enemy ki by 40. He has to do 3 of those, which is really good. But he's also great because he's a fusion warrior. Oh, he's also, by the way, Kyrie, he's a purple fusion warrior as well. So if you didn't have legendary Finnish Super Vegito,
Oh, no,
you
I
have Zamasu.
I mean,
So-
another thing is that Zamasu himself is absolutely going to make regen even more of like just.
Oh, he is a beastly.
His
What do you
best thing
call
is
it?
regen because he works to regen's like favor, which is regen is all about making a match long. Zamasu
Don't get cocky.
longer the longer the match is.
As well, he's a great last stand unit because his ultimate move gives plus 70% to ultimate damage if he's the last remaining unit.
Yeah, he's amazing. Ridiculous unit.
Yeah, so he's really good. Trunks is a really tanky unit. He isn't
Trunks is gonna be Trunks' main thing is that he's not as versatile as Zamasu, but he's basically going to complete like 2 tags finally.
Yeah, Vegeta's family and Hybrid Saiyans.
Vegeta's hybrids, and he's also going to be the staple yellow on Future because of Zenkai 7 Goku Black's big boost. Not Zenkai 7, Zenkai 1.
Yeah, and
So,
then go ahead.
yeah.
I think Full Power Super Saiyan 4 is honestly being slept on a little bit.
No, he's
On-
definitely being slept on. I think he's great. He's going to be the signature green on Saiyans and GT.
He does so much damage. Do you see what all of his like? all of his boosts together are
I'd
absurd.
say the accurate description for him is the reappearance of GT Kid Goku, the green one.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, that
GT
Green
Kid
Goku was honestly
locked behind
insane.
a timer. GT Kid Goku not locked behind a timer and with better stats.
Yep. And I think
And the
Omega.
ultimate.
I feel like Omega's honestly the worst. Not that he's bad. Not that he's bad by any means.
He's just the worst out of all of them.
So he's the worst gem out of flawless diamonds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's still amazing, and in fact, Omega's definitely going to be making regen. He's going to be replacing.
Also, he's a really good what do you call it? What are his tags? He buffs GT really well as well.
Omega's best thing about him is just how many tags he's on. He's on the most tags out of any unit in the anniversary.
Yep.
Here's one thing.
Regeneration, Fusion War. He's on Fusion Warrior as well, by the way.
He's on Fusion Warrior?
You can literally run Vegito, Fuse Zamasu, and Omega as a team.
Yeah, 3 out of the 5 new units are Fusion Warrior units.
Yeah. I want to
by the way,
Flo, I want to pour one out for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. He's getting kicked off GT.
He so is. He so is.
Like all of his teams, he's just slowly lost. He lost Saiyans because of Red Bardock and it becoming strike oriented. He lost Vegeta's family to Red Heat Dome Trunks because it became strike oriented. And now he's losing GT because Omega is way better for the team with his ultimate buffs and paralysis and Dragon Ball stealing.
Yep.
Like Omega's the main difference is Omega is just not going to be needed for teams / a staple, while all of these other units are. That's like
Trunks is Trunks will become basically required, especially the meta's already kind of shifted to damage. If you can't tell, Vegito Blue is about to become the hardest hitting unit in the game.
So Trunks is necessary for.
So Trunks is literally going to become a requirement with how tanky he is.
And he also Trunks isn't just a tank; he actually gets stronger.
Oh yeah, he gets up to 60% damage inflicted, which is so good.
He can get rid of enemy buffs with ultimate card. He's again full power Frieza on steroid.
Yep. Merge Zamasu will be super good for regen and an option for Fusion Warriors if you need it. Plus Fuse Zamasu buffs powerful opponent. The new tag.
If you wanted to put Fuse Zamasu in a he's basically if Super Vegeta was designed for regeneration.
Yep. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku I feel like will become eventually a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta case where he does a ton of damage, but eventually he has the he has the plus 45% damage reduction.
The main thing for full power Super Saiyan 4 is that he's a green unit. Released in a time where, first of all, green units are necessary now because of Vegito.
Oh yeah.
And Saiyans are going to need a green unit. Saiyans
wait, loser. I just realized something.
Can we
full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is blast oriented, and Vegito Blue has a blast cover change.
Can we make Kamen say hi?
Hi Kamen.
Hey Kamen.
Hi Kamen.
He's here. It's Kamen Rider.
Anyway.
Hello Kamen, how are you doing? Insightful answer. I got ghosted.
Alright, Kariru, you can speak your piece.
What was I saying? What was I gonna say?
You were gonna geek over Vegito Blue like we are.
Because I don't like. I'm not in the Legends brain to be able to do that. Like I'm playing Legends right now, but I
think one thing I do want to say is.
You just got smoked,
Real quick, Kairu. Well, I love Dokkan. I've definitely been having more fun with Legends, I guess is how I would say it. Maybe it's because I've stuck with Dokkan for so long to the point where I'm like,
I would have more fun with Legends if I didn't get crashes twice every day.
Yeah, I would have more fun with Legends if the grinding wasn't so fucking boring.
I do agree. I'm hoping that the Zenkai 7 Trunks grind will not be nearly as boring as the Zenkai 7 Kid Goku. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I still have I have to grind up to Zenkai 7 what is his name? To 7-star Cooler. And I have to grind Kid Goku.
I love that because Cooler is like the second best unit in the game at Zenkai 7.
Well, at the least, there's one benefit is that Lineage of Evil is just going to be even better thanks to Saiyans dominating again.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
fair point, but a counterpoint is that Vegito Blue literally smokes every unit in the game, bro.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. It's just Lineage of Evil is gonna have a huge.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
is there
it's going to be
any-
an uphill battle for anybody versus Saiyans, Fused Warriors.
Yeah.
Golden Frieza is going to be really good
Golden
until
Frieza is
he
gonna
gets
be so good against Vegeta.
that's what makes it so difficult for every single team. Is like, oh, they have this really strong green unit, and then you realize Legendary Finish Super Vegito still exists.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
only
that's
have
why-
him as 2
that's why
stars,
I
which
just-
is sad.
That's why I just enjoy Legends PvP is because it's not as simple as this unit beats this unit, so that unit better.
I
So,
mean,
I
it
also
can
still
get,
just don't.
it can become that way with certain units.
Yeah, I mean, Vegeta Blue is literally just going to be that.
Yeah,
It's like
he's Vegito
I'm
Blue
gonna-
beats all units.
I'm pretty sure, like there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to have advantage over Vegeta Blue, and then still just you clock them in the head with a fucking hammer with Vegeta Blue, and that's it.
If I could boil down Vegito Blue to his purest form, he's green Kefla, but better.
Vegito
Yeah.
Blue is multiple. I would say if you boiled him down, he is literally in pure essence a team.
Yeah, he's a team.
He
as
is a
unit.
team.
He's
Like-
a support unit as a melee striker. He's
He
a defensive
buffs
unit as a
Future,
melee.
God Key, and Fusion Warriors at 6 stars,
Oh,
which
yeah,
means
Flo,
that he has 3 teams.
Flo, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Are they going to implement like a switching the abilities thing? Because these units buff different tags.
So what do you call it? That's just that's DBZ space.
Yeah, that's the
with-
DBZ space
Oh,
freaking
okay,
out.
thank God.
So
I
every single
really-
time it gets replaced, that's an actual tag that's getting added onto it.
Okay, good. Thank God.
No, they would not make it where if you get a unit to 3 stars that they lose a Z ability.
Good.
That would be kind of whack.
Also,
That was super.
I just realized this, but last month we got a step up with Gotenks and Kefla on Legends, and we got
Yeah.
Gotenks on Dokkan at the same time, and now we got Kefla.
Yep.
So, full
You
power
want
Super
Goku
Saiyan
next
4?
on Legends? He's the legendary finish. I knew it.
Not gonna lie, I'm still waiting for another Omega on Dokkan.
I would,
That'd be pretty cool.
listen, I may
No,
dislike Omega as a character, but I really like both of his units. I
Yeah.
do like both
Yeah.
of his
Strength
I love
Omega is so good.
Yeah, Strength Omega is great. He was such an underrated EZA at his time. Like, come on, that's 40% full
Yeah.
power. God.
I think it's because it's like
Remember-
you can use him on one team decently, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, people remember when people sat there and hand jobbed fucking Zamasu, or not Zamasu, Injanemba.
Yeah.
And Janemba is the same thing. He has one team. He has 2 categories, but one team you can use them on.
What do you call it?
Never forget that Injanemba isn't on Otherworld Warriors.
Yeah, well, I mean that
I'm glad
category
it
is
there anyway, but-
garbage.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
but I'm still pissed about it because
So
he
wait,
was
back
born in
to
the
Legends real-
Otherworld.
Back to Legends real quick. Kyrie, let me explain this to you in a way that is understandable for a Dokkan player. I explained the story this way too. Imagine if they released the transformed LR Blue fusions as solo units back for the 3rd anniversary. That is what
great.
they have created.
That's great.
And they also released Easy Fizz Vegeta Blue for 2nd year as his link partner.
That's so stupid.
So yeah, that's pretty much what they've done. They've
The main benefit here is that we have 4 other extremely meta relevant units. It's not like Vegito Blue is going to be the only unit who matters here, luckily. But he's
it'll
definitely
be close, but it won't be.
It'll be
only
close.
that.
But we're lucky that they made all 5 of the units like Z tier and beyond.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, since
Anyway,
this was-
moving on, because I
moving on
think
to
we have
fighters.
Oh,
the
I'm
best character in the
person
game.
here. Let me-
I don't care about fighters.
The
but
best
UI is
character in the
going-
game released last
I feel like this
week.
is the one we don't need to talk about too much because
Yeah, Fro is just gonna
I-
talk for
I don't-
50
I love-
minutes.
I love playing fighters. I'm not a competitive player for it though. I just play who I like and have fun in ranked. and
Okay, let me
casual.
flex on all of you with the fact
Wait.
that I'm better than all of you. So let's
Whoa,
real quick.
Why are you bullying?
So Ultra Instinct goes
Flo, I
with
defeated
the-
you multiple times.
with
You're-
6 frame delay, bro.
You're just finding
You are
excuses. Shut up.
Playing a different game. Anyway,
Imagine playing UI Goku in 6 frame delay.
dude, I can barely play the game in 6 frame delay. Oh,
Flip.
but what I call Ultra Instinct Goku is insane, and unless you guys really knew much about fighters, it's hard to like talk about it otherwise. So
I
mean,
understand what you would say with it, but I'm going to be honest. I love fighters, but I don't think we need to talk about it too much here.
yeah, honestly.
I mean, fighters. He big.
Remember when everyone thought
Big
UI
UI
was,
boy
I
strong.
remember when the Legends community thought UI was going to come to Legends because he was in
Oh my
Dokkan
God.
at
People are
Fighters.
saying UI and Gogeta. There's not going to be a Vegito.
No
Hey,
Vegito, no anniversary, baby!
I feel bullied.
Oh.
Never mind.
What was the last topic?
Xenoblade came out. I'm going to be in my room for years now because Xenoblade came out.
Oh yeah, also Xenoverse 2 got updated. I don't think no one cares.
Nope.
Honestly.
No.
The Last of Us 2, it looks so bad!
Also, don't
Hey,
care.
so who wants to play
Also,
some? Wait. On The Last of Us 2, who wants to play some golf?
I'm glad I didn't play 1 because
Dude, as
I
a
would have
person
been
who has played
disappointed.
1, I am like dying. I'm rolling in my pre-existed grave. Like, they
Also, yeah,
ruined it.
spoiler alert, I guess. Even though
No, who
we're
cares?
a bit
They
late.
ruined it. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Hey, if you
but,
didn't know the spoilers, it wouldn't really matter anyway, because I mean, it's not going to tell you much.
yeah, just
But
well, I guess since we spent a solid 40 minutes ranting about rapid growth, and then another 30 talking about why Vegito Blue is going to eat out our ass in Legends.
And the
We
other
can-
30
I guess-
talking about Uroseo is
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we can finally end the Modcast and talk about how the sub is
garbage.
It's the Dokkan Battle subreddit. We just have to wait like 5 days before Kariru makes a post and like a ton of people rant on him in the comments or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
listen.
at this point we were just waiting for Kariru to make a post and grab popcorn. And
Take your rants about the fact that earlier in this podcast I said, "Hey, incel sucks dick."
And yeah, but no, listen, I can't wait for the comments to just be like, "At
see that?
Kairu, you suck."
I mean, you see, that's crazy, but you're expecting people to be watching Modcast, so...
You
Yeah.
are really right. Anyway,
Don't
the current state of the
Modcast
sub.
people. We don't get watched.
The current state of the sub.
Well, current state of the sub
People
is,
bully Kari
let's see
because he
how
has
much
opinions.
damage-
How much... the sub is like, honestly, the sub is very divided and it's really weird. There's
What are
either
they divided
people.
on? I haven't been checking up the
It's-
Dokkan drama.
It's quite funny because a lot of it has to do with me somehow.
What did you do this time, Kariru?
It's because I started doing the lists again. I started it back up. I revived it, and then I'm me. So what people misconstrued as me going, all right, well, I don't really want to argue right now, and I'm responding on my phone. So
It's 3 a.m.
I'm
I
gonna-
don't want to discuss why Goku and Frieza hit 17 million.
yeah, it's like
per
3 a.m. I'm out with my girlfriend. I don't want to be dealing with this. So
Since when do you
I'm
have
gonna
a girlfriend?
respond. I've what? Okay.
You don't
Funny
have a
joke,
girlfriend, shut up.
Anyway, I don't want to sit here and argue with some guy about how AGL Gohan kind of blows chunks. So I'm gonna respond sarcastically, and because I respond sarcastically, people like see me as toxic. So a lot of the divide I see is like people are saying either I like using I like APT because APT it gives some sort of scope of okay, this unit can do this and this is its potential, this is what it does, it's given in a numerical form.
Here's my thing with APT. I don't hate APT. I like APT. I just hate the people who think that APT is something people force onto you.
Yes,
I read Tech Super Saiyan Trunks, and not like the Dokkan Festival one, the really old one.
Yeah,
I run him for fun and nostalgia's sake. He's not good. He's booty cheeks, but I run him for fun. You don't have to run what is APT viable. I think some will agree that sometimes the APT team isn't always your most team. It just comes down to what you enjoy.
Yeah,
now,
no one ever says that. It's just that.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Some people say that, but also some users take it out of proportion and say like, "Oh, everyone
people blow it out of
counts."
proportion. Like when I go into a thread and I see like that Gohan appreciation post. I don't know if you saw it, but I tried being as like
Yeah, you were.
I don't
the most formal I've ever seen you. In
Yeah,
the comment section.
I don't hate Gohan. Although I will rag on Sora because Sora is an idiot.
Sharp.
I don't hate Gohan. Gohan is he's a cool unit. he's boring as all fuck, and he's not a great leader for his team. But if you pull him, you're a beginner. He's great. He's good. He's a very good unit for you.
I think my problem
However,
with Gohan is that I like his transformed like so much more than his
Whenever you
Yeah, whenever you get it, you're never gonna get it.
You never get it. You never fucking get it. This is why in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is way more fun than AGL Super Saiyan Gohan. Just saying.
You get to see him walk.
Yeah. So yeah,
Flashbacks from when he went up and down
definitely,
as a walk animation.
Definitely people who I think can shove average per turn down people's throats.
Yeah, that's that. I definitely agree because I see it on my own server.
I hate your server, by the way.
I don't care. I hate you.
Look, I don't even
Get banned.
to your server,
Can't
to be
believe
honest.
we're having more Dokkan drama. This is why I'm ending the Modcast.
Damn.
I'm the
But,
host here.
yeah, so it's like-
you aren't intending shit.
It's stuff like that where I typically don't force APT down people's throats. I usually use it as a basis on my arguments. But like me going into threads like Incel is the best unit the best SBR unit in the game because he does funny heal, but not really. It's like I feel like I go into those threads expecting like a civil conversation about like an actual analysis on these units because it's not. It's a lot more than.
I would like those arguments. I would like to see, but the problem is whenever I see the incel club go off, it's just like the same 5 arguments.
Yeah.
Can I interject and say something really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
So it's kind of like a Dokkan history lesson, since I'm kind of like a Dokkan boomer kind of here.
Welcome, Dokkan Boomer, to the Dokkan Zoomer cast.
Yeah, I'm making my cameo and sort of return here since the last Modcast, which was like ages ago. But APT was funny enough, born out of the idea that Mobile Man and Lolly and the rest of the numbers team at the time, we were already dealing with issues that you guys are dealing with right now, where people are saying like this and that, shoving numbers down people's throats. Back then, we just dealt with optimal or not, which just dealt with like damage. That's when Mobile and Lollygami decided to, all right, let's take some people's considerations into it, call it attack per turn, including other things other than just like damage, because at that time it was like damage and damage and damage.
Yep.
I think,
and then Super Battle came out and everyone started.
Oh my god, the STR PyCon thing. That shit was
STR PyCon, no.
No, I'm just saying. I think like STR PyCon may have like jump started and started like that whole movement to like move away from optimal to optimal.
Oh yeah, I remember the argument saying that STR PyCon was optimal because he had the farmable STR.
Yeah, I remember that.
Days, bro, those were days. Oh,
but it was like this is the type of stuff that I'm seeing a lot in the sub is I'm not seeing people see these units for what they are. I see them seeing them for what they can be. No, not even that. It's what they can be. Yeah. Like Cell can be this insanely good unit if he transformed consistently, if he had enough enemies all the time.
I think that's because
what are your thoughts on Cell's
wait, Luso, let me say something.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I think that's because most of the YouTuber showcases went from like, oh, this unit does this thing in an average situation.
They showcase them in average situations versus now it's
more. Oh, look, big number in a situation that you're never gonna get because you're running 7 supports.
That whole Bergamo situation where it was like he got 800k defense between 2 supports, max passive, and all his supers. So it's like, he can't. It's not a matter of if they can.
It's a matter of if they win.
It's what they get. It's what they get.
No, exactly. Napa and Vegeta can't.
No, they can dodge guaranteed for 1 turn.
But they lose all their attack.
They get it for 1 turn. They lose all their attack. They they themselves aren't the greatest offensive unit to begin with to lose all of their attack
They
like that.
can transform and become a pretty okay
They
offensive
can
unit.
transform and become okay, but then that's if you get full key. That's if you're versus a specific enemy. Like
And even then, it's not like in
it's
Rose
so much
where there's
ifs.
a big payoff for
Yeah,
it's
there's
just
there's no payoff. It's literally big ifs. Cell can be so good if he transformed all this, but you take him on an average. I did those when I did that Cell post. I ran him through SBR just to test it real quick. He, with his best partner and mad supports, was only averaging 19 key. He was taking all right damage. He barely ever transformed. The team was way too tanky. And then you take him on stages like enhanced transformation. I ran through that with no items. He's not great on that stage at all. Whether or not you're using items, you're doing it no items. Because he's
his transformation condition's too strict. It's just
exactly.
It's too strict. If it was 50%, he'd be way better for a super battle run.
Exactly.
Way better.
But not only is 30% too steep, he doesn't debuff on his super attack until he transforms. So in stages like the enhanced transformation, he's really bad.
Because enhanced transformation is all about debuffing. And
you have to debuff.
Or
if you don't debuff, you die.
You get
because you have units like how I ran Oob through there and did the no item, and when I failed multiple times with Cell because Oob he's able to heal me for basically the same amount while having a slightly higher threshold, and he debuffs throughout the entire thing, and he's self-sufficient with key as well.
Yeah, honestly, Oob is. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think Oob is a better unit than Cell on Super Battle Road.
I definitely agree because debuffs are so stupidly good.
Who is?
God.
Oob is autosufficient. He heals you pretty consistently because 40% is actually much better than 30%. He constantly debuffs. On his transform states, he creates rainbow orbs, so he's actually a support. It's
Wait, I'm
all
sorry,
this.
I didn't hear again. I'm sorry. I was just. Who is it?
Tech Oob.
Sorry.
Tech
Oob is great on Super Battle Road. Yeah, I agree.
I honestly think he's better than in Cell.
Yeah, I agree.
As crazy as that may be.
It sounds stupid, but I think Oob's a great unit for Super Battle Road. Not like a top tier one, but I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for.
Yeah. But that's like I don't. I've always tried to express this in like posts, but it's like it's not about what they can do. It never is. It's not
about what they.
It's about what they do. Exactly. Because at that point, who's saying what the hell is his name? AGL Saiyaman. Oh fuck! What is his name? AGL Saiyaman Trunks.
Saiyaman Trunks.
Yeah. He can reach 800k defense. You give him enough time, he'll reach it. He has multiple attacks per turn. He does hit fairly hard. So what makes someone like Gohan a better defensive unit than him?
The fact that he reaches is faster, so like in shorter events, he will perform better.
But that's not what the argument is. Their argument is
in long events they're identical tanking wise.
They're saying Gohan is so great because on the Legendary Goku event he can reach 800k defense. But like it's not a matter about the speed because the earlier phases aren't the ones that hit you hard. It's the last.
I'd argue that for Infinite Dragon Ball history, speed is also very important because earlier phases also hit very hard.
In Infinite Dragon Ball history, sure, but like Legendary Goku event, which is
Legendary
where
Goku
I first started seeing these arguments based on the Legendary Goku event.
To be fair, right now, Legendary Goku event is over a year old, so like...
Infinite Dragon Ball history is definitely harder, yeah.
Yep.
Infinite Dragon Ball history is probably my favorite mode in the game. I really like...
I like Super Battle Road a lot more.
I like Super Battle Road. It's fun.
But,
very rewarding.
You have stuff like, you say Tech Vegito Blue is the best unit in the game. Now, while I am a Vegito fan, what makes him so much better than all of these other units who get those passives faster? Or hell, wanked unit number 1, the Bros, where they're really good, Not going to deny them that.
But I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku's better, but no one says Super Saiyan 4 Goku's
Yeah.
better.
I have that take a lot. People, when that whole craze happened where everybody's saying pick them up with coins, I
think
disagree.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku was way more valuable.
Yeah,
I don't find bros very valuable with coins.
I think
I
the problem
find
with
them-
bros is that if you're gonna pick them up with coins, you're gonna have to like have those units that are built.
Yeah, exactly.
around that.
You have to, but that's what I'm saying is like I don't find a unit that you have to build around valuable as somebody else.
Super Saiyan 4s, they can get their 24 key instantly, have good link sets,
Yeah.
they work on tons of teams. Gohan, Gobros, Cell, stuff like that, they require stuff
Yeah,
to be
they
built around them.
require them being built around. But like,
I mean,
Yeah, when
Gohan doesn't.
tons.
Gohan doesn't. To be fair, he works much better. He's not on the level of Gobros and Cell.
He's not on their level, but he definitely does need to be built around.
Yeah, he needs
He needs a
Goku
little
Gohan
push.
is a
I
good
agree with that.
example of what
But
they should be built
comparing him to Gobros and Cell, who can't even reach the 12 key
Well,
threshold
I mean,
without support, it's a bit
that is fair, but that's what I'm saying is like these are units. They're not performing the greatest outside of the scope of their own team. Bros really struggle outside of their own team.
Bond.
Yeah, but you additional attacks so good you can
exactly, and also the fact that we found this thing out with their key and their attacks. The delay
I hate
thing.
that they fixed that glitch in the wrong way.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
They fixed it in the wrong way.
Also, there's also a big person that is a big part of the whole Gobros craze.
I know.
Kariru, I forgot. I want to. This is like off tangent, but I did want to ask. What are your thoughts on Transformed Cell? From what I've used him on Trident, I do like using him. My only problem is Strength Cell is everything I could want from Transformed Cell.
Yeah. What I find for Transformed Cell, he should have started like that. His transformed should have been his start. He's a lot he's a lot of the same thing as like Vegeta and Nappa, where this unit is a Transformed Cell is only about as strong as the 3-year fusions, and that's it. He's like the same thing with Vegeta and Nappa. The Vegeta form is only as strong as the 3-year fusions. It's not, or the untransformed 3-year fusion. Sorry.
I was confused. I was like, "You're not comparing Transformed Vegeta to
No.
Can we all just agree that the 3-year fusions are still kind of underrated to this day?
Super Vegeta.
Person you ask
When Legendary Goku, with Legendary Goku event and Infinite Dragon Ball history now being a thing, they've picked up a lot of pace compared to before.
Up a lot of pace. However, what I will say is Vegito, he's not nearly as good as Gogeta.
This Gogeta's way better than
the untransformed forms.
Yeah, untransformed. Transformed, I think.
When it's Goku and Vegeta versus Goku and Vegeta Angel.
And then of course you factor in transformed.
And then when they transform Vegeta
consistently, then obviously Vegito is better because
Vegeta is better only if you have the defense buffers though. Otherwise, you have to rely on crits on long events.
In terms of like damage, the untransformed fusions are not as bad as you'd think they are. They're pretty high up in terms of damage.
They have solid defensive stats.
They have solid
decent damage,
and they have solid defense.
And they're also kind of auto-sufficient.
No, and not only that, they before they were kind of struggling because they didn't really have a good partner, and then our Spirit Bomb Goku came out, and then
he makes that team. He makes the Super Saiyan team.
He makes a Super Saiyan team, and he also stitches together movie heroes really well.
He works with Gobros, right? He's Gobros.
He does, but
but why would you use Gobros?
Bros got kicked.
Yeah,
Bros got kicked off of movie heroes.
Yeah, because they don't.
It's Fizz Gogeta on rotation with him.
Yeah,
and that's such that rotation is so
better
good.
Rotation for what do you call it? For longer events, the Gobros aren't even that amazing on longer events.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're max. That's I see that a lot, and I'm like even
just remember,
the Legendary
kids,
Goku
if
event.
someone tells you to save coins for Gobros, but you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku,
get Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah.
I like that whole versatile thing that I see. Out of all the units in the game, there's so many that I could sit here and say are comfortably very versatile, but I wouldn't
Ultra
call.
Instinct Goku, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call somebody like AGL Gohan super versatile, even though he's on 12 categories. That works in his favor for his versatility,
Here's
but
the
it
thing.
doesn't make him
there's
the
a
most
difference
versatile.
between being on 12 categories
And working on 12.
on 12 categories.
Exactly.
That being versatile doesn't just mean being on those categories. I don't think anyone's going to say Kid Goku is the most versatile unit in this game because he's a lot of categories. He doesn't work on any of those
Hey, bro.
categories.
Hey.
except Dragon Ball Saga.
STR Kid Goku from the World Tournament is on like 9 or some categories. That makes him versatile.
Yeah, and it's like Incel he's on what, 9?
Yeah, but that doesn't
He
make him
works
versatile.
he works on 1. He doesn't even work on his own team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wait. Give me a second. One.
Isn't the optimal Cell Saga led by Future Gohan?
Yeah,
It
Yes.
is.
Amazing.
And not
Another
only-
W for the
not only-
superior Gohan.
It's funny because not only is it
Gohan's
stronger,
boring anyway.
it's not only is it stronger offensively, it's stronger defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
from a
said,
synergy point of view, I mean,
another
Gohan doesn't even have
W for the
prepare for
better
battle,
Gohan.
but Cell is just so bad. Like,
Yeah,
he
like-
doesn't even link with his own team.
He doesn't link with other cells.
Yeah, exactly. He only links with the bad cells, other than the LR or LR Fizz. But like,
LR Fizz
Like,
is just better itself. LR Fizz
I
is just
saw this post earlier today. Somebody was talking about androids and was saying that androids is, oh my god, hold on.
okay.
Well, Kyrie's mom has to ask him if he wants tendies. So he'll be right back.
Kyrie's mom is asking why you talking mad crap about
So yeah, Gohan and Goten are a weird debate because people will say that in longer events they're good, but
I wouldn't
comparatively
say-
to
I'd
even
say the
free to
whole
play
thing-
units, defensively, they're a liability in the
Yeah.
harder, longer modes. And even with T+5, unless they're in their own team, even with
Mhm.
T+5, they only have 1 key link, so they're literally just a straight up
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
I personally
also
find-
the
I
thing
personally
about
find, like,
Gobros
Gohan
is that
and
when
Goten-
people argumentate about them, it's like they say, oh, they launch an additional super attack, so they're good, but they forget that it's only a 25%
Yeah.
chance, and 75%
It's-
of the
it's
time
the-
you're gonna get a normal attack.
It's the same thing from Tech Vegito Blue.
Yeah,
Tech
but
Vegito
exactly, I
Blue
was about to
was
say,
shit
but
on
when it
so
comes
bad.
to Tech Vegito
One
Blue,
super, one normal.
yeah,
One super, one
normal.
normal. But everybody
Yeah.
else is saying, oh, but additional super. Like this is what I'm saying. Like it's a selective vision of this unit looks kind of good, so they can do this, which means they do. But you
I
have
think
somebody
it's
like
called positivity bias, where you
Yeah.
just concentrate on the positive things and take out everything else.
it's selective biases.
Yeah,
But
like
what was I
another
saying?
thing-
What tangent
another
was I
thing is
saying?
how-
With Tech Vegito Blue.
Yeah,
No,
like,
before that.
people
Oh,
praised LRK and
Intel.
Caulifla for their
Oh.
additional super attacks, but then you would bring up Tech Vegito Blue and they're like, oh, he only does 2 normal.
Yeah, but well, back to my
Yeah.
my point before is like Incel as a leader is just so fucking he's terrible. Like he doesn't link with his team. Although he's a 4K leader, he instead of making up for the fact that it doesn't make up for the fact that he's such a bad linker because who do you have on that team? You have AGL Gohan, you have
Yeah.
Int Gohan, you have
Yeah.
Fizz Trunks.
Also, just saying,
So-
but we should probably wrap this
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
It's been 1 hour and a
real
half.
quick, real quick, I just want to say, Fizz Trunks is beautiful. Mwah.
Trunks is bad. All Trunks
No,
are bad.
you're bad.
Trunks
Anyway,
bad.
everyone just say say goodbye to the first installment of the Modcast 2.0, I guess.
All right, everybody.
Sora
guess
said
this
like
is the
3
end of
words
Zoomer
throughout this whole thing.
Modcast.
English is hard, shut up. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, go ahead. Flo, are you still here?
Yes.
I just want you to know you suck.
Thank you.
So-
Pull up in fighters. Let's go.
I just want you
Ew.
to know, bro. You
All
may-
right. Pull up in legends. Let's go.
I may. Kind
Flip
of
and
the
Dokkan.
definition of I may.
Yeah, bro. Let's go. World tournament right now.
Wait, I'm the definition of what?
Kairu, you're the definition
I actually haven't
of
played a world
I
tournament
may
in over a
lose
year
in
and a half.
real life, but in math calculations, you're the
No,
winner.
I will not lose in real life. Flo is a twink.
Oh.
Yo, what is this, bro?
Kyrie, you just gotta open an OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
If you pay $5, it's gonna calculate a team of your choice.
That is not.
He counts the team.
Yo, bro. Yo,
Joy.
$5. Give me free dupe special pose real quick.
Bro, special pose is so good. It has great cinnamon.
We are wrapping this up. Don't start another conversation.
We'll talk about special pose and everything.
Yeah, special pose is for the next Modcast, whenever that happens.
Next Modcast, it's just going to be an entire hour and a half of me explaining why Spirit Bomb should be on special pose.
You see, what's actually gonna happen is it's gonna be an hour and a half of me and telling Loser why he was wrong and why Vegito Blue has just owned Legends.
Oh, before I forgot.
It's just gonna be Flo. It's just gonna be Flo cutting me off every second, saying, "You're wrong. You're wrong."
Before I forget, Kariru, do you wanna shout out that roof just to give back?
Yeah, sure. He's cool.
Wow.
I mean, no, he is. He's a pretty cool guy. He's not as he's made out to be like a lot more thick-skulled than he actually is. I've fallen victim to thinking that type of way, but after talking to him and having a couple conversations, he's pretty cool.
The truth?
Yeah. And I mean his
Truth
he
isn't a
gets
bad
he,
person. He just has
I
bad
feel like he
taste.
gets he has weird opinions, but that's opinions. I don't
can have an opinion.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Fizz
sentiment
Bardock
that
is like my
found-
favorite unit, but
Yeah, I hate the sentiment that's found
Who?
like, everywhere.
Oh, you mean the L? Oh no. Ew, bro.
Don't start another
bro.
conversation. We should wrap this up.
Okay.
Everyone say goodbye.
I want to say goodbye to everyone. If you're somehow watching this and had the attention span to make it to the end of this, everyone tell Kyrie to calculate Universe 6, but without Champa and Vados.
No. Wait. No. All right. If you get to the end of this and you know anything about Dokkan math, tell Kyrie to use the correct turn average. Thank you.
fuck off.
Kyrie, how about you take the actual counter average, 0? Your little Vegito.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
It's nothing compared to Incel. My
You're so
favorite
bad.
unit.
Kamen, do you want to say
Best
something?
unit in the game.
All right, I'm gonna hop off and go.
I think
down
Kamen
to
is
some
dead.
water.
Good Modcast, bro.
Goodbye,
I'm gonna go
everybody.
eat.
This was surprisingly more fun than I thought it would be. I can't wait. For
Yeah,
Yeah,
know,
so next
right?
week, same time, got him.
Yeah,
let's go. We
it
can
only
finally
took us
discuss
like
special pose.
2 months to set this up.
To actually come together, yeah.
Come together. Woo!
Alright, I'll see you later.
See
All right,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.